What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So as we know, the NBA trade deadline is right around the corner, and the Raptors have been the team that have been talked about the most as far as the biggest seller and having a gold mine of pieces they could sell away. But in today's video, I'm going to try to do something a little bit different. Don't get me wrong, I am still going to sell a couple pieces, but we are going for a quick turnaround. Instead of everybody thinking that this team is just going to full on sell and go rebuild mode, we're doing the opposite today. We're transforming the Raptors into contenders. I promise you that. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like in this one. Of course, subscribe if you are new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. Now, we don't really know what actually the Raptors will do. There's all this talk about OG Anunoby being available and that they were offered multiple first-round picks for him. Fred VanVleet, it declines extension. He's going to be free in this offseason. Siakam is someone every team is going to covet, obviously. So I have a plan in mind that Gary Trent Jr. also has been kind of talked about as well. But I have a plan in mind that I think could work out for the Raptors. Now, the odds of this happening in real life are pretty slim. I'll be honest. But I'm going to try to make it happen. So here's my game plan. You'll kind of follow as I do it. So we are going to go ahead and make a couple trades here and sell a couple pieces. Not everyone, just a couple. I'm going to be keeping Siakam. I'm going to be keeping Scotty Barnes, and then I think I'm also going to keep Gary Trent Jr. The two guys I'm trading here are going to be OG Anunoby and Fred VanVleet. So let's do that first, and we can talk about the next step. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props app that allows you to choose overs or unders on your favorite players that you enjoy watching each and every day. It is available on mobile or desktop, and this is how it looks. They give you the number, and you're going to choose over or under on it. They pretty much have every sport you can imagine, whether it's soccer, NFL, NHL. They have a ton of different options. So this is how it works. You choose between 2 to 6 players, 2 being 3 times your money, all the way up to 6 players, 25 times your money. Prize Picks has just elevated my watching experience to a whole new level. So if you want to sign up, I also have some of my entries as examples here. That way you can kind of see how it works. But if you want to sign up, links in the description. Use code Crushables. They match your deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. So like I said, the first step is trading OG Anunoby, and the biggest rumor that's been kind of out there is the Knicks offered multiple first-round picks for him. So I'm going to try to make this happen. I don't know if I'm going to get this to go through in 2K, but I'm going to be collecting some assets. So I have the Knicks unprotected in 2024 and 2026, and this Mavericks pick in 2023, and then Evan Fournier to match the salary. Do they agree to that? They do not. It is a pick swap and a second-round pick. I'm actually okay with that. This is a 2026 pick swap, and we get 2 first-round picks on top of that. We'll do this trade, and that'll be the first trade we make happen for OG Anunoby. Get multiple draft picks for him, and we can feel pretty good about that. That was the first step. Next is Mr. Fred VanVleet. The next trade we're making is we're sending Fred VanVleet over to the Los Angeles Clippers. In this trade, we're getting Terrence Mann, Luke Kennard, 2 first-round picks, a trade exception, Robert Covington, Otto Porter, Ryan Arcidiacono, and Juancho are all going to the Clippers. So we're getting a pretty good piece here in Terrence Mann, who's going to be a really nice guy, or not nice guy, I don't know why I was about to say it like that, but a nice player, nice rotational player to have on this roster. And we're getting 2 picks. That is a done deal. So just like that, we got Fred VanVleet and OG Anunoby out of here, and I think we honestly maximize their value, so I feel pretty good about that. I think that'll be it for me. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. We did take on a lot of salary at this deadline, but that is okay because a lot of these guys are going to be expiring deals that we can use to move. So the next step to this process, right now we're 23-29. We just sold a couple pieces off. Yeah, you could sell Gary Trent Jr. as well, but I actually kind of like him as a starting shooting guard for us going forward if I can keep him around. So now this is what the rotation would look like. But what I want to do, so I actually want to start Terrence Mann with Gary Trent Jr., which actually is fine. They're going to start Evan Fournier, and then Siakam will still play center or whatever. That's okay. So what I want to do is actually I want to play Siakam and Scotty Barnes less minutes for the rest of the season. I want to tank. That's the next step, is I want to tank this season. I don't know if we're going to be able to be bad enough to get like the first overall pick, but that is kind of my game plan, I guess. So like you can make up some injuries like, you know, teams have done in the past. You know how it goes. So if we can find a way to get in the Victor Wembanyama sweepstakes for this Raptors team, I mean, by all means, why not, right? We got a couple really good pieces. So I'm giving Siakam and Barnes 20 minutes a night. I know it's unorthodox. It's kind of weird, but this is what I'm doing. And I'm actually going to throw some minutes away from Gary Trent Jr. as well. I want to tank. I want to be horrible. I want to have a really good draft pick. So that is the next step. And it's, like I said, it's kind of weird, but I'm doing it. And then we're going to resign Gary Trent Jr. in the offseason. Barnes is still around, and Siakam still has another year on the deal, which we could extend him if we need to. So we're in a good place. I feel good about what we were just able to accomplish. Now it's time to get to step 2. and that is to tank the rest of the season and see if we can get lucky in the lottery. So at the end of the season, the tank job was a little successful. We got down to the 13th seed in the East. So that was kind of my next step to the process, and we're able to do just that. So now we're not in the playoffs. We instead tanked the rest of the season. Player stats probably tanked a little bit as well because it took some minutes away, but that's okay. We are going to, like I said, fix this in the offseason. So we have a lot of salary, got some draft picks at the deadline. So we are in a good position to flip this immediately. So I'm not too worried about what's going to happen in the future because this team is going to be able to flip it around. Milwaukee upset the Celtics, which is kind of interesting. You got the Cavs and the Warriors for like the 5th time, and you got the Cavs beating them this time in 6. So player retirements got Udonis Adams, LeBron James retiring, Thaddeus Young also retiring. To the lottery go, and this is the first step or second or third step, whatever step we're on. So we got to hope for some lottery luck. I don't know if we get lucky enough to get the #1 overall pick, but how juicy would that be if I got Wembanyama on the Raptors right now? I don't know if that's going to happen. Let's see what pick we're even projected. So we're projected 5. Not bad. The 5th pick, we can take that. So for some luck, I am going to watch the whole thing. So the Jazz stick up 14 via the Timberwolves. Great. 13 is going to go to the Sacramento Kings, which is a little disrespectful because the Kings right now are like the 4th seed or the 3rd seed in the West right now. So I guess 2K doesn't believe in them keeping that going. The Knicks have 12. So far, so good. We got to make sure there's no surprises. I mean, obviously, I have no control over that, but just keep watching and make sure no surprises. If we can find a way to get into the top 3. I mean, even getting Scooter Henderson would be cool as well. The Pacers stick at 10. So far, no surprises. No one's jumped up. The Thunder, I'm assuming this might be the Clippers pick, maybe? Nope. It is the Thunder's pick. The Clippers do not keep this pick. Oh, okay. It is the Clippers pick, I think. So the Suns at number 8. We got them sticking. So far, so good. No surprises. We're in a good position. Blazers number 7. Let's keep it at 7, please. And damn. That sucks. Okay, so the Blazers jumped up. The Rockets have number 1, and the Spurs have number 3. So that part of my plan failed epically. That kind of sucks. It really does. But I have a backup plan. I do. Don't worry. I had something in mind. I could trade up, obviously, but I'm not gonna do that. I could force my way into the #1 overall pick, and I'm sure I could. It's with the Rockets. I mean, yeah, I could make it happen, but I don't know. I just don't want to go that crazy overboard. So if it would have happened naturally where I got the #1 overall pick, great, but I didn't, so I'm not going to force it. So we have 7 and 21 in this draft, and obviously all these future draft picks on top of that. So we have the ability to make a good trade here, but there is a certain guy in mind that I know Raptors fans would love to have. I mean, he's a guy. I don't know if he'd be available. Let's see. Sometimes he is, sometimes he isn't. And if we look at it, the Thunder are rebuilding. Imagine we were able to add Shea to this Raptors roster. Shea being available is probably not going to happen, as we all know, but we can live in fantasy land today, and we can kind of make it happen. That was my other plan. If I can get Shea on this Raptors roster, I'd do it. And then you have like Trae Young as well, who could be available. That might be a little more realistic. Getting Trae Young on the Raptors could be interesting. We're going for a quick turnaround, I guess, if that makes sense. We do need a new point guard. So my dream scenario was Shea. But if I wanted to be a little bit more realistic, it would be like Trae Young, who could be available. Maybe could use a change of scenery. So, you know what? I think I've gotten Shea on the Raptors before. So we'll go ahead and go for Trae Young instead. Or even Murray. I mean, we can go for either one of them. So I'm going for one of these guys here before draft night. And I maybe won't even have to include one of these draft picks. So Trae Young, 30 points per game. I mean, obviously, I think you'd want Trae Young over Murray. So I'm going for Trae Young here to pair him alongside Siakam here in Toronto. We're going for the quick turnaround here. So it's going to be Luke Kennard's salary. It's going to have to be like probably Covington's salary. And then we are not there yet. $6 million still needs to be made up. Terrence Mann, I'm going to try not to trade away. So Koloko, as a young piece, probably have to be in the trade at Evan Fournier. I probably have to trade 7. And then maybe this 2024 unprotected pick for Trae Young. And just like that, they agree. I threw as many things as I could. And now we have Trae Young on the Toronto Raptors. The next step I want to do is I want to move Siakam or Barnes to small forward. I'm going to put Barnes there, I guess, at small forward. It really doesn't matter. I want one of those guys playing the fours. I don't want Siakam playing the center anymore, and then we can figure out the rest. So now we need a new center. Achua is a great backup, but I'm not sold on him being my starting center. So I need a really good starting center, which is why I was kind of hoping we got lucky for with Wembanyama, but that's not going to happen. So the next step is potentially trading for a big man. I'm expanding on the Trae Young trade, and I'm trying to acquire Clint Capella to be my new center, and they don't agree to that. They want a top 10 protected. We get Christian Koloko back. That's not going to happen. Let's I don't want to throw Terrence Mann in here. I want to keep him as a good backup. I could throw in Chris Boucher technically. He might go down in overall, so sure, why not? Let's go Kim Birch, Chris Boucher. Let's even try to... Oh, okay. I didn't even have to include it first. So just like that, we have Clint Capella on the roster as well. So now we have our new center. We have Trae Young and Capella come over from Atlanta here to Toronto. And now we have kind of a new regime here. So we kind of turned it around as quickly as possible. And then we have the 21st pick to add another piece of the puzzle here. So let's see what we got. Sid, got Amari Bailey. I will take Sid here, and I'll be happy with that. So that's going to be a young piece I can use in the rotation or eventually trade away, depending on what we do. So player options, Gary Trent, going to accept it. So we got Achua, Barnes, Malachi Flynn, all back. So I'm going to accept all those. Qualifying offers, Delano Banton, somebody I do want back as well. He could be a very, very good backup. Pretty sure he goes up in overall and progresses. So the only thing I really need to do now is re-sign Gary Trent Jr. and Delano Banton, and we should be in business. So I'm going to give Gary Trent Jr. a 4-year, $17 million. Guy like him is going to make that much money, so I'm going to go ahead and give that to him and feel great about that. And then we have the money to sign another really good piece. So literally in business right now. So we have Mann, Trae Young as the back or as the point guard duo, Gary Trent Jr. I wonder if Mann would go up at small forward. I'm pretty sure he would, right? So if I move Terrence Mann to small forward, he goes up to a 79 overall. So I'm going to move Terrence Mann to small forward and have him play that position. And then we need a really good backup guard and then maybe a good front court power forward as well. So we're going to get Banton back. So I should be looking at power forwards more. Although the power forwards here aren't that great. We have Trey Lyles, which 78 overall. You have Andre Drummond, who's actually a very good backup center, but we do have Achua already, so no need to force that. Bruce Brown, Lonnie Walker. I mean, either one of those options could be great. We have a man here right now. So I definitely need a power forward. I guess Trey Lyles is my best option. He's 27 years old. Yeah, I guess give me Trey Lyles. I don't love it, but he'll at least be decent. So Trey Lyles is my mid-level. And only thing I need to do now is wait on Delano Banton, and we should be ready to roll. So if Banton comes back, progression should treat us very well. Delano Banton is back, and player progression got Trae Young up to a 93, Barnes up to an 85, Gary Trent's up, Achua's up, and Mann's up, and Delano Banton is up. So just like that, that was our quick turnaround with the Toronto Raptors. We got Trae Young, Banton, Gary Trent, Terrence Mann, Barnes, Siakam, Lyles, Capella, and Achua. I feel good about it. I do. Like I said, my game plan was to get Victor Wembanyama and then like maybe trade for Shea. Like I could have definitely, but Trae Young feels a little bit more realistic as someone who might actually be available rather than the Thunder trading Shea. I mean, if I wanted to be just a little bit better there. So I'm going into this next season expecting contender status. I like this roster a lot. Trae Young, Gary Trent, Barnes, Siakam, Capella, Achua, Terrence Mann, Lyles, and Delano Banton. Let's see how this next step goes for us. Proficiency is going to land us at 4 perimeter centric. Could we be 4-star balance? I'm going to move it to perimeter centric. We're going to simulate this season. We're going to see how things go, and hopefully the Toronto Raptors are back in contention. So at the end of the season, Trae Young came over and averaged 35 and 13. Wins MVP for the Toronto Raptors. 50, 40, 90 club. Just showing it to the Atlanta Hawks what they're missing out on, I guess. I don't know. He came over here. Super motivated. That is amazing. Victor Wembanyama, I wanted you bad on the Raptors, but you win Rookie of the Year for the Rockets. Bones Highland, 6-man. Which apparently the Nuggets are trying to trade away Highland, which I find very weird in my opinion, but whatever. AD Defensive Player of the Year and Davion Mitchell Most Improved, and Nick Nurse Coach of the Year as we went 64 and 18 on the season. So Trae Young, All-NBA first team. I wanted Shea, but Trae Young was also really good to get. I'm assuming Siakam didn't make it. I'm assuming Trae Young like just carried because 35 points per game, that usually means a lot of other guys didn't score that much, but we'll take a look at it in a second. So here's your all rookie teams. So we had a rookie, but clearly he didn't play minutes or anything like that. So we are the first seed in the Eastern Conference. We are back in contention, which is what I wanted to do. Player stats wise, only 18 from Siakam. His shot tendency must be really low. 15 from Barnes, 14 from Gary Trent, and 10.5 from Achua, then 10 from Lyles. So I kind of doubted signing Trey Lyles, but he looked like he came over and did pretty good off the bench for us. 8 points, 10 rebounds for Clint Capella. So we take a real quick look at shot tendency. Yeah, Siakam's only a 75. That's kind of a joke. I'm going to push that up. I don't want Trae Young to have to carry the playoffs. So Trae Young, or not Trae Young, Siakam needs to be more aggressive because Trae Young is great and all, but I don't want him to have to score 35 points per game. You know what I mean? So we get the Bulls in round 1. They have Levine, Lonzo, DeRozan, Williams, Kelly Olynyk, Ayo Dosunmu. So very good Bulls roster. Somebody current round, and we are going to go to a game 7 with them immediately. So game 7, This will suck if we get eliminated in round 1 by an AFC. The Bulls are a good team, don't get me wrong, but yeah, losing in round 1 would be pretty bad after everything we have went through. So let's not do that, please. So we got the lead here, and we are running away with it unless we let them back in it. So we do beat them in 7. Trae Young, 41 and 13, 20 and 15 from Barnes. So we move on to round 2. But now we get the Celtics, so that it's only going to get harder from here. So the Celtics, they have Smart, Brogdon, Brown, Tatum, Robert Williams, Shake Milton. As we know, the Celtics are very good. We beat them in game 1, 31 and 17, 29 and 7 from Siakam. Game 2, they even it up, 128 to 105, 27 and 14 from Trae Young. We're up 2-1. Blow them out in game, 53 and 13 from Trae Young. Game 4, game 5, a big one. They win it, and now we have to force a game 7 back to Toronto if we want any chance of moving on to these conference finals. We got to get out of round 2 if we can. The Celtics, I had a feeling were going to give us problems, and here they are doing just that, and it's looking like we're going home. So we lose in round 2. 101 to 126. Pretty disappointing. Honestly, if I could fix the shot tendencies a little bit more, I think things will balance out a little bit better. And we'll have the 76ers, who actually went on and won a championship. They beat the Cavs, which is impressive. So I think another offseason will do us some good. We're going to have guys progress. I do have to resign Siakam, though, so that's going to be big. So draft lottery time, we're not going to be here, clearly, unless we have a pick from somebody. We have the 29th pick, our own pick. The Spurs get 1 and 2, which is actually insane. But whatever. That's just kind of how it went for them. So staff signing. Nick Nurse, I'm going to keep. Big man coach, I'll sign these couple of guys. And then the only thing, like I said, that I'm looking to do is literally just re-sign Siakam. And I think we're going to be running it back with kind of the same song and dance. I don't plan on changing the rotation too much. If I do, I'll show you. If not, I'll see you at the end of next season, because I'm pretty confident this roster. I think some progression will do us some good. Trae Young with back-to-back MVP awards, 36 points per game, 13 assists, 50-48. I mean, still really good numbers. Simon, 6-man for the Blazers. Most improved goes to Daron Sharp, and we get Coach of the Year again. 56 and 26. I mean, let's see. I mean, the only thing we need to do now is win a championship. So Siakam averaged 20, 15 from Barnes, 14 from Gary Trent Jr., 10 from Achua. So Barnes is up to an 87 overall. Lyle, 79. Man is up to an 80. Capella's an 84. So we're in a pretty good position right now. It's just a matter of obviously getting all the way to the finals at this point. So the Knicks, another really good AFC that we're kind of intimidated by, that I'm a little nervous they might upset us here. Almost got upset last year. Somebody current round against them, and we are going to beat them in 6. That was a lot closer than I would have wanted, but now we get the Magic. So the Magic, they have Fultz, they have Jalen Suggs, they have Vucevic back in Orlando, they have Claxton as well. The Magic are in love with their bigs, man. They just signed all these bigs. So Claxton, Wendell Carter, you got Dariq Whitehead, Dennis Schroeder, Vucevic, Boncaro, Franz Wagner. So here we go. Tough matchup. Very tall roster. 103 to 92. 29 and 13 from Trae Young. We're up 2-0. So far, so good. The Knicks gave us some problems, but we are maybe chilling against them, Matt. Nope, the Magic are in it. And can we beat them in 6? Yes, we do. Okay. Made me sweat a little bit. Thought they were coming back, but now we get the Cavs or the Celtics. Honestly, don't know who I'd rather play. Both of them are very tough. I think I'd rather play the Celtics, though. We get the Cavs. So we got the Thunder and the Blazers on the other side, which is fun. And we get Garland, Mitchell, Isaac, Mobley, Jarrett Allen, Monk, Miles Wagner, Dean Wade, Ricky Rubio. Very good Cavs roster. They're tough to beat, man. I'm nervous. Oklahoma City, Portland on the other side. They have Kevin Whitmore, Grant, Shaden Sharp. You got Nurkic still there, Drummond as a backup. So pretty good Blazers roster. And then here's your Thunder roster if we have to deal with either of them. But we got to get past Cleveland first. Game 1, they're going up 1-0. We even it up, though, 135 to 127. Game 3, 2-1. Okay, 119 to 101. 46, 8 and 8. Trae, I need you to keep going. 2-2. Can we win game 5? Win game 5? Game 6. We got to force a game 7. I hate being in this position, man. Win or go home. Game 6 in the land. It used to be LeBronto, but we don't have LeBron, or I don't know why I'm saying that, because I'm not the Cavs. I'm the Raptors. So we're not saying LeBronto. LeBronto ends here. Back and forth game. Wow, this couldn't be any closer than, oh goodness. We got it so far. Okay, we beat them in game 6. 27 and 20 assists from Trae Young. 28, 9 and 7. Game 7 to get to the finals in Toronto. Come on, baby. No LeBronto here. This is a big one. Game 7. Got to take care of business. It's all or nothing here. Don't go down to Cleveland. Okay, we take the lead back. Run away with it now. Okay? Run away with it. I think we got this. I think we got it. Don't let him back in it. Oh, we're letting him back in it. Oh, please don't. Please have mercy, 2K. Oh, my goodness. That was close. Trae Young, 39 points. Shea, 28. The guy we almost wanted to trade for. But now I get the Thunder in the finals. 56-10 from Trae Young. Absolutely ridiculous. This man, I didn't even touch this guy. I didn't even touch anything on Trae Young. He just absolutely came over to Toronto and just dominated. I mean, I guess he does good in the simulation too, but whatever. So now I get the Thunder at Ron Holland. We kind of saw this earlier. So game 1, they're up 1-0. Are we going to get here just to lose to the Thunder? No way. No way. We got all the way here just to lose. Okay, they went up 3-0. We could technically come back from 3-0 deficit. It is possible. Trae Young can do it for us, but it's not looking good, boys. It's not looking good. We got all the way to the finals just to lose like that, man. I'm so disappointed, bro. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. You know what? It's all right. You can't win them all. You can't win them all. You can't win them all. I'm going to end it there, boys. I'm going to end on that note. Just kind of want to make a fun little video about the Raptors on a potential way they could turn things around. You know, the dream scenario would be for them to go get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Obviously, I don't think that's going to be possible. But hey, maybe Trae Young actually becomes available. Toronto, you get some assets for OG, get some assets for Fred VanVleet. You could be in the running for maybe a Trae Young. Just saying. Hope you guys enjoy the video regardless. Unfortunate ending. Leave a like on the video. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.